Welcome back, everybody, to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Let's see. Dan, hold on. Before we get into whatever that was this weekend, I don't know if it's a PGA tournament or not, but just I wanted to drop a few things on some folks. So let's see. We've got some T-shirts coming in. I know I've had some people hit us up on Insta looking for some stickers. So there is going to be a price to that at some point. We've got some members of the club that reached out and asked for it. So they may or may not have paid for theirs. We'll leave that in the bank.
We had some happy campers too.
We do have some happy campers. Yeah, we posted. So we're working on some new shirt ideas. We've got the election shirts. They should be here. I did get a message that I had a delivery, so they actually may be here today. But we'll post that on Insta. It's Birdies_Bourbon. So check us out. I'll post some pictures as soon as I get them. You can direct DM us, and we'll kind of talk offline, get some information, and figure out what we do from there. Man, we have got a packed week, Dan. I mean, I'm talking packed. I might not be sober until 2021 after this week. So I know we got some gin distillers coming on. They won't drop this week, but in a couple weeks they'll drop. We got a PGA caddy coming on. So I don't know if I told you that or not. So you better brush up on your lingo, bud. Yeah, I know. So Kessler's coming on Wednesday, so we'll get that out probably Thursday or Friday. So just in time, just for the tournament that's coming up at the Sanderson Farm Open. So really looking forward to having Kessler on this week and sharing some experiences on the PGA Tour with you. And
I saw his boy lounged back on, I think, Friday or Saturday evening, cigar in hand.
Cigar in hand and drink on the table, baby. I mean,
right.
it was like, hey man, what a grind 2020 has been.
Yeah.
Let's just kind of kick back and let's just suck it all in, literally.
I guess they live outside of Houston area down there.
Yeah, I think so.
But
yeah.
He was. I mean, that was a good photo. That was a lounging. Yes, sir. I have played well, and I am coming after you, Augusta. Kind of look. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be great to get some insight on. We're going to have another 2-time majors champion at Augusta National. I'm rooting for him. I can tell you that.
I am too. I'm stoked about Wednesday for sure. Yeah.
Me too, man. Yeah, it's going to be a blast. So I think we probably got some more booze releases coming up. I don't know if you, for those of you that do follow us on Instagram, I'm kind of releasing. We have had a lot of mail calls coming in, man. So we have some folks reaching out to us looking to come on the show. Chattanooga Whiskey just sent something. We got a little haul from Hoops Vineyard last week. So for those of you that may not be into the spirits and you like wine, we'll have a wine release coming up for you. I may slip a shot or two in there. I can't lie, but we'll see about that. So yeah, man, really awesome stuff going here. So hopefully you're finding everything okay. You're finding us on all of our social media platforms. We typically don't ask for people to like us. We figure you either will or you won't anyway. But, it does help if you do, man. It helps people find us. Hopefully we're providing good content, or we're pissing you off enough that you're telling everybody anyway. We'll take
That's
it. We'll take either.
Just don't be in the middle. Just don't be in the middle.
Don't be a fence sitter. Love it or hate it.
Now, we do have Richland Rum will be releasing this week. We had a fun time with those guys last week.
I had a great time, so I couldn't drink too much of the rum because I had to have something to taste for the show. I did whip up a rum Negroni, and that shit is fantastic, man. I'm a sucker for a good Negroni anyway. And mixing that stuff up with a little Punta Mess and some Campari, it hit the spot. I couldn't just stop at one.
What a perfect weekend for it with this golf where they were in the Dominican down there.
I know.
You're a little pirate yourself.
No, but it was a great time with Richland. We actually talked to those guys about their, so both Stephen and Will, I believe. Will, Joel. Anyway, so they're partners in the marketing firm that supports Richland Rum, and they both played golf at Georgia State. They said they weren't giving us any strokes, but we're trying to get a little event together to head up to Chateau Alon, do a little golf course review and a little wine review. Wouldn't that be sweet?
That would be sweet for sure.
That's what I'm thinking, man. So we'll see. We got a lot of stuff in the works. You may have missed our DraftKings show last week. Dan and I were busy
with Martha.
We were busy with Martha at Tobacco Road. And we're recording with her a little later this month. She said she was busy. I think what she did is she is blowing us off, and she's never going to make it on the show. She's like, how do I make sure I never have to be involved with those clowns again? I don't know. That's just speculation on my part. Maybe that's not what I could have misread her. Could have missed. No,
you know what? I'm gonna go off the record. I'll tell you. So Martha was a ton of fun at Tobacco Road, and what I think happened was she's like, the ass whooping I just gave Cal. He's going to need at least 3 weeks to heal up before he's ready for me to come on that pod.
That boy's got some wounds to lick. Let me send him home and put him to bed and let him heal up before I dig my claws into him again. Yeah, okay. I see where you're going with that. That's probably not a bad assessment of how the day went. But
hence, drink more bourbon.
Hey, I'll do that. Cheers. But yeah, so we had a great time. All the staff there. Who do we meet? We met Hunter. We met the superintendent's going to be coming on. We're still working on a date for him, but we've actually got a few. So we kind of mentioned it to him, like, hey, would you be interested? And he's like, okay, but what am I going to talk to you about? And I'm like, tell me what you do on the golf course. Let's pour a drink and let's see, like, what's it take to keep Tobacco Road up? I mean, we don't know. I don't know if we have a green thumb or not, and we're not going to get too nerdy on it. But he was there from the grow in, right? So he was there at inception.
Yep.
We're working with Stance. So, yep. I mean, I think it's going to be an awesome time to get a perspective that you typically, like, I'll just be transparent. I mean, most people probably don't want to talk to those guys because not that they're all good people, but it's not the flashy side of the business, right? It's the, hey, I got to go get dirty and keep the course running kind of thing. So yeah, man, we had a great time sitting on the porch in the rocking chairs, pouring back another one and kind of talking about the course. And we just got a precursor of some stories that we're going to get. We actually could have just recorded there and it would have been damn good.
It would have been.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to sharing our experience with Martha and team at Tobacco Road. So it should be awesome. Anything else to cover before we get into this, Danny boy?
No, I think we had a ton of fun with Martha last week. We did some traveling, so obviously that's why the pod didn't come out like it usually did with the DraftKings last week. But no, speaking of the rum, I think we should head down to the Dominican with a recap and then get into this week's event as well. But then we also, while we were traveling, we did catch the Tiger event.
What is Cedar, Big Cedar Resort? Mm-hmm. Good Lord, man. What an amazing place. By the way, if you're listening, if anybody from Big Cedar's listening, that the Birdies and Bourbon that messaged you, that's us. So don't get nervous. Just respond back. Don't be like, I don't know if it's the right ones or not. It was us. It's okay. I guess I give my number is 679.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, feel free, man. We would love to come out and do a review of that place. So,
I'm going to probably get in touch with Elon Musk because I think it's on a different planet, as beautiful as it was. But holy cow, I'm up for it, man. That was an amazing place. Holy cow.
Yeah, that was pretty. And, again, these things keep sneaking up on me. I didn't see that anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably was. But I read a shitload about golf, right? And it's, maybe not I guess I'm not reading the right stuff, but I didn't see it posted anywhere. I mean, obviously it's not going to be, I didn't see it like on the PGA page or anything like that, but you would think those guys would be advertising. I don't shop at Bass Pro that much. So maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Did they have things like plastered on Bass Pro, in the stores and stuff? I don't know, but that play, and it was fun. I think, Jay Rose, he shanks one hard left off the first tee. So it's like, okay, well, this should be a cakewalk. But no, I thought it was good, man. Who you got JT, he's down off the first green. He's like, hey, Pards. And it's like, why are you calling him Pards? Like, it's like, hey, Pards. Can I start calling you Pards?
Sure.
Hey, Pards.
I would love for you to call me Par. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Yeah, Martha didn't call you that either last week. That's for sure. Yeah, many strokes away from par. I think by hole number 3, she had yours and Sal's scores already penciled in.
Oh, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, and listen to this. So we get back in the cart and she's writing her score down and she writes my score down. I didn't say anything. And I'm like, wait a minute. You just wrote my score down. She said, I know, I counted your strokes.
Oh, they
I'm
always
like,
do that. Those professionals always do that. They know everybody's score out there. They do.
I'm like, well, we'll get into that with her. I want her here to be able to defend herself. So we'll get into that in person, virtually, I guess, virtually in person. But the tournament was good. But anyway, so JT, he's like, hey, Pards, where do I hit this? And, Tiger's over there like John about something. And JT's like, hey, good talk. and
Exactly.
he hits it. I mean, the shot's great. He runs it like it's a gimme, right? It's 6 inches, 8 inches from the hole, whatever. But yeah, I thought it was a fun little event, man. Rory looked like he was having fun for once on the golf course.
He was having a good time. So I guess let's backtrack for 1 second. So you said you didn't know that it was going to be happening that week. They had been advertising it, but this just goes to show Tiger's a champion, and maybe with Shades coming down to Florida, he'll get some more marketing intel. And if Shades would have had that event going on, you certainly would have known.
Oh,
Tiger. So if Tiger was Shades, right? He would have at the Saturday round at the U.S. Open. He would have said
during the interview.
He would have come up after the round and spent 30 to 45 minutes in the booth.
Well, not on Saturday. He wouldn't have.
Okay, whenever.
Maybe on Friday, but not on Saturday. Not on Saturday.
On Friday, he would have come up to the booth after his round, and he would have spent an hour up there promoting his new course.
Oh yeah.
We had little diagrams, maybe a PowerPoint, all kinds of stuff. But that's a good point, though. He needs to get some marketing lessons from Shades on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Shades is going to need some extra cash playing with MJ down there.
So let me ask you. You and I talked about this, and it was all over Twitter like afterwards. Was the Rory Domino's pizza to JT staged or not?
I think they knew. I think they knew what was happening. I think they did it for some comic relief out there because, again, I mean, I really think when these guys are on the golf course, like when they're televised, let me say this, when they're televised. Now you see the little boys club, when they go to Baker's Bay and they're all out there in their little skinny trunks and no shirt and they're playing without shoes and all that shit. They're drinking their little, what do you call those things? Those little spiked Bartles and James or whatever. They're drinking wine coolers and So now, like they're having a good time, and they're posting like on their platforms. Yeah, I think when you're broadcast, I think that those guys are so. I think they're so. I don't want to say trained, because I think that's a little too that's not what it is. But there's a word I'm looking for, like and it's not tailored, but they've been postured to be this person because you're on camera all the time. And think about the majority of the time they're playing with a shitload of people around them. So you got that everybody can hear what you say and all this. So I think that, to me, just as my take on it, I think that it was planned. I don't know that it was planned necessarily like, hey, we're going to do this, but I think that they did have like, hey, we're going to do something funny at some point. Be ready for it.
So did Domino's pay for it?
I mean, no free ads. I don't know why. I don't know why you keep talking about them. I don't know why you keep talking about them.
So my point is this, and I hope Rory's listening. The next time, if you want a funny thing, just, talking to JT at Tiger's next course opening, be like, hey, you know what I do when I'm in a town and I don't know anybody? I listen to Birdies and Bourbon.
Oh, I like that. I love that, actually. It's like, did you hear him roast you on there last week, JT? Actually, we didn't roast him at any point in time. So, I thought it was fun.
It was all fun.
Who did we have on with us a couple of weeks ago? And we were asking. Oh, we had Immelman on, and we were talking. Yeah, because he's been doing a lot of with CBS. He's been had a lot of coverage, and he's been covering a lot of the rounds. I think the last one was the one at East Lake, and it was Jerome Bettis. He was a Raptor, and then he moved down to. And then he came to Atlanta. God, I'm blanking, man.
Don't ask me. I saw him there. I don't know that.
It's killing me. It's killing me. Yeah. I didn't know you were going to spring this one on it, but nevertheless, it's like, hey, are they going to keep doing these things? Because I actually really like them, and it's like, how do you keep something like this going? and move when the pro-ams come back, because as he mentioned, like that's a money driver, right? I mean, that they're not going to go away. So, they've been temporarily postponed. They will be back just because of the revenue driver that it has to the community.
Yeah.
So that's something that is it'll be back at some point. But I hope somehow they can keep these. I don't want to call it an intimate event, but like it's an intimate event, right? It's something that you don't see on the golf course because when they're playing, right? And it's good to see these people's. I think to me, it's interesting to see Vince Carter. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, Vince, if you're listening, man. I'll get it right next time, dude. I promise. Or come on the show and you can bitch me out about it. Either way, but I mean, really. I think it is awesome for those people to get out and expose themselves like that. And for me, I like seeing the other side of the person that you don't typically get to see. So, it's cool.
Yeah. Yep. Very cool. No, the Tiger thing was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, it's a great time, man.
Unexpected. And, hey, there was on like whatever day it was. What day was it?
Wednesday.
Yeah,
they're always doing it on Wednesday. Yeah, before the tournament. Yeah, it's cool. Love it, man. Yeah. All right, let's head to Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, nice.
The closest thing I could get to Jackson, Mississippi. So if anybody from Jackson's listening, I pulled up Sazerac just because it's a Sazerac rye. And, it's kind of the famed New Orleans drink is the Sazerac. So we'll be sipping this. So if you can find it, give or take, should be less than $40 a bottle. I mean, as far as your straightforward rye, it's absolutely fantastic. It is one of those, I don't want to call it a unicorn where I'm at. It's kind of easy. And then the places I travel to, it's really easy. So it's always on the shelf. So, but when I'm there, I usually pick up 2 or 3 bottles because who knows when somebody's going to catch on. But yeah, it's if you like rye, it's a fantastic pour, man. Got the good mini notes. It's not overly hot for me.
No, not at all.
I don't know, if you're new to rye, I don't know if this is a starting point for you. But if you're looking to expand your palate and you haven't tried it, it's definitely worthwhile. I've made it through. I don't know how long we've been talking, Dan. Like 2 minutes, and I've already made it through my first pour.
Yes, exactly. No, it's really good. I mean, it's light to me. It's got some cinnamon in there, whatnot, and it's really good. Yeah,
it's tasty, man. Yeah, I mean, it's like if you're a rye drinker, this is what a rye is supposed to taste like. Yeah, it's awesome. So speaking of, we're heading to the Country Club of Jackson. I wish we could get that Johnny Cash song, Johnny and June. We got married in a fever. We're going to Jackson. I wish we could get that on in the background. I got to talk to the editor about that. Hey, Pards.
Oh, Pards. There you go. There you go.
All right, so here we go, man. So let's see. So this was originally designed by Donald Ross.
Wasn't there a Jamie Johnson song that was in Jackson too, or something like that? Maybe.
There is, but he's leaving. I know he left Montgomery on North 65,
okay.
But there could be. I'd have to run through that. You're really messing up my focus here. And I see what you're doing. You're sabotaging me.
That's the point.
So when I said the ringmaster was going to be my new co-host, I misspoke. Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly.
Let's see. All right. So this was an original Donald Ross design, and then it was redesigned by Fott and Gogol in 2008. It's a par 72, measures 7,500 yards. So it's kind of your, I would say, standard or average pro course. So I don't think anything's going to be really overwhelming here. It's Bermuda's tee to green, so shouldn't be anything too crazy there. I think there's quite a few players that are going to stand out, and when we get into the field, it's just the price differentials of some of these people are kind of crazy. But anyway, the lows, it's going to be typical of what we've seen this year, and maybe this is why everybody's bitching about equipment and balls and all this stuff. I mean, when's the last time you didn't? Well, we can name it, but you've seen many double-digit winning scores, and often into the 20s. I see this definitely get into the 20s. So when we're setting this up, in my mind, I'm thinking about who's going to play aggressive. You don't have to worry about the rough here necessarily. It's I think they're calling it's like going to be a couple inches. So compared to what these guys have been on, where you've got you're hiding friggin' tall boy can, the Arnold Palmer tall boy cans. I don't know, 16, 12 inches deep. I mean, this is going to be like a cakewalk for them. So I don't find. I mean, it's obviously it never hurts to hit a fairway when you're playing this caliber of golf. If you're hitting out of something that's 2 inches, which is, the first cut on, what these guys have been playing on, then that's the rough. I don't see fairways as much as a premium as what we found on some of the other courses. So, so like think about the U.S. Open, think about at Jack's, think about where were we on the West Coast for the PGA? Woodward Park, yeah. Right.
Harding Park, yeah.
Harding Park, yeah. So, I mean, that kind of rough where, you got sun, you got a few people that were there, they're not going to have that to deal with. So, I think this is going to show up, or it's going to shape up to be a second shot course. I know we've said that a lot. So it's kind of, it's like the common theme is nobody really, the drives are pretty much taken out of play, generally speaking, for the top 25. Driver's not killing them, right? It doesn't matter where they hit the ball; they're recovering after the fact. So we got 144 players. Top 65 in ties make the field or make the weekend. Sorry.
Yep.
Par fours. I think there is a 600 yard. Yeah. So the par fives. I mean, I would say most of these are 3-shot holes. You've got, I mean, obviously you can get there, but again, I think that, I don't know that you'll see a lot on in 2. I think you'll see a lot going for it in 2. I don't know if you'll see a lot actually on in 2. So, maybe good to look at people that are making birdie, lots of birdies out there, but you got par fives. You got a 612 yard par 5, albeit it's downhill. You do have some water here for those guys to contend with. So there's 7 water hazards, 56 bunkers. But, generally speaking, I don't really see it being an issue for these guys. I mean, it's, the top of the board is going to be the top of the board. So, again, I just mentioned off the tee doesn't really matter. I mean, if you look at who won, so you got, I think Cameron let me not think. Let me make this a factual statement. Okay, so last year, 2019, you got Sebastian Munoz, Cameron Champ, Ryan Armour, Cody Gribble. So you got long hitters and short hitters there. So I don't, it's kind of hard to look at this thing and say, oh, well, you got the long hitters out there, what are they going to do? And then you got the short hitters, what are they going to do? Well, it's clearly demonstrated in just the past, 4 years that you've got one of each. So again, I don't think it makes a difference, whether what they are off the tee or I don't even think accuracy is going to come into play. I think that the ball striking is going to be detrimental at this course. So, and around the green again, it's the 14th easiest on tour last year. So, I mean, it's not going to be that tough.
Yeah.
And the greens are going to be, I would say they're going to be kind of average Bermuda greens. I mean, they were, 20th easiest on tour last year. So if you're not accurate off the tee and you can't putt worth a shit, it doesn't mean that you can't make the cut this week. So, I mean, which really kind of opens it up to like a lot of the field that we're seeing, right? Because I mean, we've got it's some names that we've seen. Well, and sorry, I missed Peter Malnati back in 2015. So that's a great example. Look at Malnati and Cameron Champ, same golf course and 2 completely different players. So, that's, I would say it's going to be accuracy, not distance. DeChambeau obviously proves us wrong there every time. Strokes gained. I mean, I think that's going to be key. But in putting, well, I don't know. Let's see. I think Gribble was he was the best putter when he won. But once again, I mean, if you look at who's won past tournaments anywhere, I mean, generally speaking, whoever wins is going to be one of the better putters in the field that week. So, I don't really see it's kind of a dogfight out there, man. I mean, I'm taking the BK stance here. We haven't heard from him in a while. You can go ahead and take half the field and scratch them. So, I mean, seriously, right? I mean, there's some people that are just struggling. So you got some people that are coming in off an injury. You've got other folks that are coming in here trying to get points. So, they're taking advantage of I hate when people say a weaker field. Let me say it like that, because there's never a field out here that's weak, right? I mean, this is a weaker field than what we've seen not than last week. We definitely, I'd say, stronger than last week, but even though a lot of those people are showing up, so.
Yep.
Let's see. You ready to peel this thing back?
So average green size 6,200 square feet, tee size 750. Doesn't matter, but right. Number of sand bunkers 56, water hazard 7, waters in play 5. Yeah, I mean, your basic kind of course or whatnot. Yep. So I'm ready to peel back. I'm good. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it hurts anybody at all, man. I think it's kind of fair ball game all the way around. So let's see. So today, I'm assuming. So we whiffed on last week, and we did not. We didn't have a fantasy. Actually, I did have one secretly. If anybody's listening, and I did win a little bit of money. I'm still doing this, so we can't lose all of our sponsorship. So if it tells you anything about what we won. All right, man. So let's start at the top, and this dude is coming in. I think it's rookie season. I think this is rookie season.
No, he was rookie of the year last year.
Last year, okay, second season. Sorry,
he was rookie of the year last year, though.
Yeah. Sorry, slipping.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, once you get my age, man. So this dude is just all over. I mean, he's not all over the place. He is playing damn good golf, man, and he's played the Jackson course well in the past. It could be his first win of the season. Scotty Scheffler. He and by the way, he is the most expensive guy in the field, and I absolutely understand why. And he should be the most expensive man in the field. Do you agree with that?
I do agree with that. I agree he should be the most expensive person in the field. I do not agree that Sanjay should be the third most expensive person in the field.
Okay. And by the way, and Louis O has he is withdrawn from the tournament. I didn't see any reasons. I didn't see any test results. So I don't know. Maybe it just looked good on paper. And
in that case, I do not agree. Sanjay should be the second most
expensive. The second most expensive. I can tell you, I don't have anybody in the $10,000 range in my lineup. So, and the only reason why is because once you get down into the middle of this field, there are so many good players, and I think there are so many undervalued players. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot. You could definitely go studs and duds here all day.
There's a lot of value here. Yeah.
Yep. You could take the winners and the Drakes for sure. But I don't know. I think Scotty. I think he is going to be. I think he'll be the highest percent played player of the week.
Yeah. Well, Scotty, notably, we should make note, had the COVID, right? So he couldn't play the U.S. Open. He's got the COVID, and he's over that now. So, I mean, it's his first event back from that. And hopefully he's back in the same form he was in before. But I don't know how that impacted him.
Well, I mean, if you listen to if you've been watching the news, I mean, it almost killed him.
Well,
I'm not saying him in particular. I'm just saying the COVID.
Yeah, but obviously he's feeling good enough to where he's back playing. I just don't know, I don't know if he's 100%. Obviously he thinks he's 100%, but I don't know. There's a little bit iffy. There's his first event back from having COVID, so that's a bit of a risk for me for 11,400. Hey,
player. Well, no, I know, but it's like that's expensive. So hey, by the way, so we did mention that we're looking at stats on Fantasy National. We've got the last 24 rounds. We've got Bermuda greens, and we have short rough. I think that's all we've selected. We like to keep it kind of simple. I mean, Dan and I, I'll be honest, Dan's not really good at this, and I'm mostly a feel guy. But no, I'm just kidding. Oh, I think Dan's winning so far on our one and done this year. We'll get to that though. But I mean, Dan and I both. I mean, we're kind of from the same stable. That the stats are important. but we also like to look at current form. So how are you coming into this? And just as Dan mentioned, that glad to see Scotty's recovered well and he's back. He's back playing. But what's his current form going to be like coming off of the illness, right? I mean, it's not deafening necessarily. I shouldn't have said that. That's definitely going to get negative reviews on that one. I'm just saying it's, you can, if you're healthy, generally chances are you're going to recover. But you've recovered and now you're coming back. And the other thing too, and I think we talked a little bit about this, like, is this a tournament where obviously I think everybody out there is competitive and they want to win. But is this one of those like, hey, I'm going to go play here because I need to get some reps in because I missed a few tournaments and I need that pressure again because I want to show up at Augusta and I want to score.
Speaking of, now you're talking about Augusta this year.
Yeah, the Masters. Sorry. Is he going to make it to the Masters, by the way? He is, right?
Who? Scotty?
Scheffler. He's making it, right?
I think so.
I think go ahead.
Rookie of the year, I would think you would do it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, my point was this, and I don't think we meant to because we got off track, the main talking points during our intro with the different people we had coming on and Martha. But Hudson, we didn't talk about Hudson. He won last week.
Dan, take the wheel.
Well, no, I'm just saying he's $7,300 this week. Congrats to Hudson Swafford, right?
Well, congrats. Yeah, absolutely. Congrats to Mr. Swafford. If you're listening, we'd love for you to come on the show. But let's see. So, here's the thing. Hudson's okay. So we're going to pause. We're going to pause DraftKings. We're in the $10,000 range. Dan's got me fired up now. Okay.
Ooh.
So we go. So here we go. We head to Punta Cana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dominican.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no shot tracker. I don't. What are they afraid people are going to steal it? I don't know. I mean, why can't you? And I don't mean it disrespectfully. I'm just saying, why don't we have? It's a PGA Tour event. Why don't we have shot tracker? I hope there's a good reason other than we just didn't want to bring it down.
We didn't have it on Fantasy National. We know that
we didn't have it on Fantasy National.
No.
Okay, the scores multiple times were misrepresented. They were posting the wrong scores for people.
Where
posting the wrong scores. PGA Live nowhere to be found. Can't find it on there. So I'm like, well, I mean, all the triggers, right? That and maybe I'm needy. Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm needy. But my point is like you get me, and it's not like this was a WG in you know what I'm talking. World Golf WGC. WGC, or it's not like this was a European Tour event. This was a PGA Tour event that counted for points.
Yes, and
like it's like, oh, let me see the field and I'll see what I'm going to give them. And it's like, well, wait a minute. It's like, well, we don't, and it could have been. It's maybe because they're heading outside of the country. They're heading to, an island. Maybe it's like, well, we can't staff all of it. I mean, there are plenty of good reasons why, and they could have released and said that. Maybe they're contracted because they're going out of the U.S. Maybe they have to use what's on, what's on land in the Dominican, and they just don't have those resources or availability. Well, donate the damn things. You go there every year. I mean, like, for crying out loud, though, right? I mean, make a donation to some children's charity or something and tell them to go buy some. I mean, it's a pretty easy thing to do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, so he had, what is it? Was like a 2-shot lead coming in.
I thought he had a 6-shot lead going in.
No. I'm talking about, I'm sorry, into 18.
But he had two. I think he had two. At least he had.
So he had 2-shot lead coming into 18.
Yeah.
And he leaves it 8 feet short.
Right.
And then he made the 8-foot putt to win. That's a tough putt to win.
I know.
That's
when you
tough putt to win.
For the win, absolutely. But it just goes to show, man. I mean, these guys are pros, right? I mean, it's not.
Yes,
I mean,
he did great. Yeah.
You're shooting. What did he finish at? Like 18 under, I think. 18, 17, 18. Yeah, right. But again, I mean, like these guys are good. Trademark.
I thought our buddy Mackenzie Hughes was going to take home the title. That's who I thought. We didn't do one and done last week, but I thought he was going to win.
No, we did. I won.
who's friends and pals with our buddy Wayne Gretzky, who we met.
Oh yeah,
we made him at Shinnecock or Bethpage.
Shinnecock.
Shinnecock. Yeah, we would love for Wayne to come on and talk about his.
The great one. Yeah, and let's talk about golf, man. Let's come on. I'd like to talk about your Canadian whiskey, and I have to include my pards now. I don't want that call from HR again. We would love to talk about your Canadian whiskey and golf. If you want to talk about hockey, we'll leave that completely up to you. I want to talk about golf, and I really want to talk about that whiskey.
I do too. 99.
And I'd love a sample while we're doing it.
All right, back to it. Back to this week.
So we're in the $10,000 range. Sorry for that pause. Don't worry. Opards will be getting a call from HR after this recording. He is not following script.
We couldn't leave out last week's winner,
even though this is not scripted.
Exactly. Obviously not.
I mean, he should know by now. Jesus.
Obviously
Christ.
not.
Jesus Christ. All right. So Scheffler's done. Oosthuizen's out. Sunjay M. He's not in my lineup.
No.
You know what? There's no that like everything in the stats says that I probably should have him in there. There's just so many other options. You probably got the next guy.
I do have Will Zalatoris in there at 10.
Whoa! Can you say that again?
Will Zalatoris.
Oh, I bet he's been working on that shit all day. There's no way he pronounced that right off the cuff.
Last 2 weeks. 6th at the U.S. Open, 8th at last week's Dominican, and then last 24 rounds. I mean, he's first in shots gained total. I mean, he's only played a couple events, so obviously there's only recent history, but I mean, this guy is on fire. I mean, 6th at the U.S. Open. Are you kidding me? And then 8th last week, he pulled in a top 10. It was a backdoor top 10, but it was a top 10 nonetheless. I mean, I've got to play this guy. I've got to play him. Yeah.
What's he played, like 2 rounds this year?
Yeah, 2 rounds. Yeah, just like me.
Well, I wouldn't say just like you, but I get the point. I get your drift.
His 2 rounds have been slightly different.
I get the drift. So here's the thing. I don't like on paper, like, yes, strokes gained total. He's number 1. DraftKings points, number 1, based on the way we got this thing set up.
Yeah.
His short game, he's almost the worst. Around the green, he's almost the worst. And in putting, he's almost the worst. I get it. This is one of those courses, though. I don't think that's going to hinder him. Ball striking, he's in the top 15. Tee to green, top 25. Approach, top 15. And I think where you're going to see people really tee off here is, I mean, they're going to tee off on the green, obviously, but I think it's going to be in ball striking and approach. I think that's going to be, if they hit the greens, I think they're going to be able to make the putts, unless there's a few people in here I'll get into in a minute that I may or may not have in my lineup.
He's been on fire in the Corn Ferry Tour as well. On fire, I think. Yeah. Yep. So I got high hopes.
Yep. No, I got you. So I didn't go on, so Munoz, last year's winner, and I don't know why. I just let me think about this. I'll tell you why I didn't go, but I'll tell you after we get done talking about Munoz. So just from I'm at $0, by the way, in my remaining salary, so that's why I didn't go Munoz. Otherwise, I would have. I mean, I think that. Let's see. Other than Louis, I think the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the top 5 players, I think the first five salaries, I think all those make the cut for sure. I don't think you're going wrong with, I mean, I think you can still pick Louis, even though he's not playing. He'll make the cut.
I'm a little worried about Sanjay still, but yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's unless it's East Lake, I'm like, I don't know if I'm betting on you or not.
Yeah.
All right, so I did pick Sam Burns.
Yep.
I mean, do I need to tell you why I picked Sam Burns? Because what I'd like to ask is, why the hell shouldn't I pick Sam Burns? Because that dude is a friggin' machine, man. So let's see. His only bad tournament that I've seen this year was the Northern Trust. The only one.
He's been on fire. He's been great.
What's he? Number 7 strokes gained total. He's ranked 5th in DraftKings points. What's his around the green is his worst. It's 133. Guess what? When you're ball striking, you're ranked in the top 20. His approach, he's in the top 70, so that's a little bit of a pisser. But off the tee, he's number 5, so I think it's going to be fine. Again, I'm not worried about off the tee on here, but I think from where he's scoring and how he's been playing, just recent form, I can't get away from Sam Burns on this one. Yeah,
I had high hopes for him last week as well. I think he's been playing great. It's a great choice.
Yep.
Yeah, yep.
I did. I played him last week also, man. I mean, I'm going to ride. I'm going to ride Burns like I was riding on Norlander. I can't wait to get to Norlander. Guess who screwed me last week? The only guy that didn't make the cut last week. Guess who screwed me?
The only guy.
The only guy that I picked that didn't make the cut. Fucking Norlander. Good Lord.
I did play Redman at 97.
Oh, I know you did. Hey, hold on. Here we go. Hey, if you need to refill, go ahead and get a refill. Dan will be on this one for 20 minutes.
Hey, 3rd at the Safeway. Didn't do well at Northern Trust. 3rd at the Wyndham, 29th PGA Championship. Last 24 rounds, 10th shots gained total. This guy's on fire, man. He's been striking the ball really, really well. So, yeah.
I didn't have enough juice left to pick something like that up. I chose Burns over Redman. Those were actually the next 3. I know you're not done about Redman, so keep going.
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
He's going to be disappointed, Dan.
19th in DraftKings points in the last 24 rounds. 45th on approach. 3rd off the tee. There you go.
Just saying. So my lead guy was going to be actually the 4, 5, 6. I could keep going. I'm going to leave it with. I did actually have Adam Long, and I had to do some shuffling after I got kind of hung up, starstruck on some guys. But I mean, we're getting older. I feel their pain anyway. But I was like Sam, Doc, Zach, or Adam. I actually really like Zach Johnson here, man. I mean, that dude has been playing. I mean, what did he? He's T8 in the U.S. Open. He's got T7 at the Wyndham. So 2 of his last 3 starts, he's got top 10s. And you know what I think? I think the Wyndham. I think Jackson is going to play a lot like the Wyndham. I think they're going to get both Rosses. I think it's going to be a very similar layout. I think there's more water here, on the Jackson course than in Greensboro. But I think they're going to be very similar. And Zach, man, I mean, that dude's like, where the hell did he come from once again? But I actually really like Zach here.
I do too. I couldn't afford him, but I do like him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did with the PGA, man. He got off to a great start at the PGA, and then day 2 was terrible. But I played him there. Yeah, I do like Zach. I like him a lot.
So Long. I think Adam is a great play here. He looks kind of. So if you look at him at his stats on Fantasy National, I mean, I'd say it's kind of everything's kind of middle of the pack, except for off the tee, which again doesn't really matter. But I mean, in the fields. I got to think of a better way to say it. So in this type of field, I think this is where he can thrive. So, and I mean, as far as I think he's going to make the cut. And again, I mean, this is one of those, you got to have, if you're going to be in any kind of money, you got to have 6 people to make the cut, at least 5, and then you're not winning much. But if you could get six people across the board, I think you're in pretty good shape. I don't see any challenges at all. I would play him all day, man. I think this is the kind of place he just eats alive. So,
with you there. I'm with you there.
Yeah. I got to scoot down the board a little bit. Let me see. I don't have any other $9,000 guys. So, you got any other 9,000ers? No. There's a couple I want to touch on though. So, Luke List, he was sneaky good last week.
I like Luke.
But I don't know. I don't have it in comparison. I don't know what he was at last week but I think his price went up significantly.
Oh yeah.
And you know who I'd like here? That once again I didn't have enough money to play him because I went I mean, I could have picked I could have picked Zach, and I actually did have this lineup set up. I had Zach followed up by Ches Reavie. My boy Ches.
Love Ches.
I know, man. And Reavie, he can't. I mean, Reavie never really comes out of nowhere, but I don't. Didn't he? Wasn't he in the? He had a good U.S. Open. Sorry, trying to get that open, but I can't. Pun intended.
Chess is playing. He's been playing good in recent form for sure. Yeah, absolutely. That's why he's $9,100. He's been playing good. Yep.
Let's see. Oh, never mind. He missed the cut in the U.S. Open.
But
he was third at the Safeway.
Yeah.
So 49th at NT. I see. Never mind. I see why I didn't play him. I should have looked at this earlier. I missed this. He missed the cut at the Wyndham. So maybe,
I played him at the Wyndham. He burned me at the Wyndham. Yes. Yeah. I still like him here. I do. Yep.
All right.
This is the type of event he can play well.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I think you don't have to be long. You don't have to be. I think. I think it's good. So.
Yeah.
All right. Who you got next?
I've got Pat next. I got Pat Perez at $8,500.
Oh, whoa!
Get somebody else.
Whoa! Don't pass the Swede so fast, sir.
Go ahead.
Don't pass the Swede so fast. So Henrik Stenson is coming in at number 3 strokes gain total, 4 tee to green, 5th in ball striking. Short game sucks. Off the tee sucks. Guess what? It ain't gonna matter here. Well, I guess if he hits it out of bounds, but his approach shot, and here's why I played him. He is ranked number 1 in approach. I don't care after that. He's gonna hit it on, and he's. I'm thinking he's gonna make the cut. He showed up last week at the Dominican. He placed 21. Let's just say the U.S. Open and PGA were not that good to him. He was 35th in Memphis. He missed the cut again at the Palmer. Well, that's way long ago. Never mind. Scratch that. Scratch the Palmer. We need to talk about that one. But here's my thing. Everything that he missed cuts in, it was hard. It was extremely hard golf courses, extremely deep rough.
He hasn't been playing that much either, too.
That's what I'm saying. So he's not on form to go and play a championship caliber golf course. Look at him last week. He makes it to, he comes in 21. I think he makes the cut all day. Is he going to win? No, I don't think so. But I like where he finishes last week. I think he's coming in with some momentum. And you know what he's doing? He's gearing up for Augusta, man. And that guy wants to get reps in. He's going to do his damnedest just to make the cut, just to play.
Are you playing him?
Yeah. I've got him in for sure.
I love this.
Yeah. He ain't going to win Augusta either. Don't get me wrong, but he wants to play well at Augusta, and all he wants to do is he wants 4 days of play.
Absolutely. What about Sergio?
Of course, I'm playing Sergio. Okay, so Sergio, tee to green. He's number 3 in strokes gain. Strokes gain tee to green number 1. Ball striking number 11. Short game 108. Ain't gonna matter here. Off the tee, he's 2nd. That's going to help him because his approach is not that great. Around the green, he's 19th. Here's my thing: I'm putting Sergio and Henrik in the same bucket this week. I hope they don't. Did I get my full number out earlier? I hope I didn't. No. Somebody's calling me right now. No. Which one is it?
No. It's Sergio. Don't take me.
No, so here's the thing. So this is, sometimes you just got to go with, how you feel. And I mean, it can't always go bad for Sergio. It's mostly it can. He missed a cut at the Open. He missed a cut at the Safeway. 66 at the Wyndham. Missed a cut at the PGA. 35th in Memphis. 32nd at Memorial. 32nd at Travelers. 5th at Heritage. Anyway, I'll stop there. I'm thinking I'm on the same path here that I'm on with Henrik. Is these guys are looking for reps. He's had a couple weeks off, and he's going to show up. And it ain't about winning this tournament. It's about making the cut and then make some birdies. And Sergio's going to play. Sergio's aggressive, and this is a course where you're going to be able to be aggressive and you can try to score. Now, obviously, it hasn't worked out for him for the most part, but that's okay. I'm good with that. I'm willing to take the challenge on Sergio here. Hey, wait and see.
I got Pat Perez at 8,500. He 21st last week, 9th at the Safeway. and that's all we're going to go from there.
Did you pick him just because he buzzed his hair?
That he got a haircut, and that's what he needed. He needed the haircut. But no, seriously, this is where Pat Perez makes his money and his FedEx points in these types of events. And he showed you the last 2 weeks: 21st last week, 9th the week before. Besides the U.S. Open, he did not, So I think this is where he's gonna shine. Yeah. For $8,500, I think this is where he's going to shine, unless he has a foot injury, which I don't think he's going to have. When I picked him at the Wyndham,
but, well, it is flat down in Jackson, so
there you go. He'll be fine.
And they don't have any basements too close to sea level.
He is going to make up points here. This is where he makes his money. Pat Perez.
Yeah, that's fine. I wonder if they've done a measurement on swing speed and the length of your hair. I mean, it's got to, like aerodynamics, right? I mean, they're like shaving, like hundreds of millions of thousands of inches off of clubs, to get it as aerodynamic as you can. And he's got this, he's got this mane like, Exactly. I mean, that's got to slow something down. You would think, I'd think about a swimmer that shaves his legs or a cyclist that shaves their legs. I mean, you're talking about hair legs. They're shaving legs on their hair and their body to make them faster. And he's got this like stuff on his chin and all this stuff back here. I don't know, but it hadn't hurt Miguel yet. And maybe we need to get Pat in a conversation with Miguel. And it's like, dude, if you're gonna wear that, you got to pull it back in the pony.
Oh, do me a favor. We need to talk about this off the air more. Is Miguel coming to me next week? Is the Champions Tour is coming to Cary next week?
Well, no, you've just done a wrench in things if that's the case.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. I think he's coming to me next week.
I wonder if Martha's open at Tobacco Road.
Probably.
We're going to need to find out.
I need to find out.
See how that membership works out.
There you go.
She didn't give us. She didn't give us. All right. So Pat, I'm not going to argue. I think Pat's going to do fine. Yeah. I think he's a cut maker here in this lineup, in this field for sure. See, woo, Kim.
There you go.
I don't know. I played him a time or two. Nothing wrong with him. He's 7th in DraftKings points. I guess you can go down that road.
I like this whole group. I love this whole group in $8,000.
I think, yeah. I mean, you could just start picking all these people, man. I mean, Carlos Ortiz. I had him in when I had that other lineup that I was mentioning with Ches and some other people. And I don't call me old fashioned or I just couldn't resist going with Henrik off of that show last week and knowing I think where he's trying to get to Augusta. And then I'm like, well, shit, if I'm going to do that, I mean, if I'm going to lose, I might as well lose big. So let me get Sergio in there. Mm-hmm. So I think Ortiz is solid. I mean, again, he's a midfielder there. As far as the stats go, his worst is off the tee at 102. It's not going to hurt him. Everything else is around the, give or take 50 range, plus or minus 10. So nothing bad there. Make sure I don't miss one of my guys. Did I talk about Sergio yet? I know, I'm kidding. Patrick Rogers, great play here.
Great play.
Had a great week last week. Yep. What did it say? Like third, maybe? He was 11th, 46 at Safeway, 70 North Trust, 66 Wyndham. So I see him as another cut maker. If you like the way Rogers is playing, his stats say play him. His approach is the only thing that's killing him. He's just over 100 in that mark. Cam Davis, I had him in a lineup too, and an alternative. I'm probably going to play another one. I can't. There's too many good people here. I mean, this is it's like, hey, if you have problems gambling, call 919. Oh, sorry, that's Dan's number. Yeah. He'll take your money. But
I do have Davis in mind.
Oh, do you?
Yep, at $8,100.
I know why. Yeah.
Why do you know why?
Well, okay, he's ranked 4th in strokes gained total. He's ranked 2nd in DraftKings points. He doesn't have putting is the worst thing he's got at 63, which I don't think it's going to matter here at this field. But, I mean, ball striking, he's 18th. Tee to green, he's 14th. I mean, I know exactly why you got him in there.
I got slightly different stats than you. I got last 24 rounds, and then I put it on short rough. But still, I got ball striking 8th, tee to green 5th, approach 8th. So, yeah, I love this guy. Yeah. And then,
I found him. Sorry. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong sheet. Sorry.
And then if you look at last couple of tournaments, 36th at the Safeway, 29th Northern Trust, 15th Wyndham, 32nd Barracuda, 12th 3M. I mean, that's strong, man. That's really strong. Yeah, I love the way his form's been playing. Yep.
Guess where I'm going next?
Hold on.
You know where I'm going. Come on. Don't
Go ahead.
shortchange me,
Go ahead.
Dan.
Zhang?
Zhenjun Zhang. Of course I am. Of course I am.
you are.
And everything on here says do not pick this guy. Everything.
Exactly,
I mean,
it
there's
does.
red. There's red everywhere. Everywhere there's red.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, but here's what I don't quite get. Last week he 11th, Safeway 14th. You got a few miscuts. But then we've got 12th, 10th. So, I mean, the guy's streaky, right? And typically he's streaky, but I'm rolling the dice on him, man. I like him in form. And I'm rolling Zhang here. I think I don't care what the stats say. I got Sergio and Henrik already. Why not?
Why not? Exactly. I like Lucas Glover as well.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't have him in mind, I don't think, but
I don't either. The stats say to play him.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's your next guy?
I gotta go a little ways down the field here, bud.
I mean, I like Glover. I like McCarthy. Hoffman's been decent.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I still see him now. So I am playing McCarthy.
Okay, I love him. Hey, shots gained putting always.
Right. So, like, hey, all the other stuff that he screws up, he'll get this right. And so he placed 9th at the Wyndham. So the people that I'm not necessarily going off on current form. That's where I'm kind of leaning on the stat side, and I am looking heavily at the Wyndham here. He did miss a cut at the Safeway. He was 41st in the Dominican, but I mean, I like where his stats are, and so. But think about this. So off the tee, he sucks. Approach, he sucks. Around the green, he's decent. His short game and his putting, he's ranked number 1.
It's crazy.
And strokes gained total, he's 34th. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, the dude has to grind his ass off to get to that point. But it's just I mean, it's kind of, it reminds me of you at Tobacco Road last week with your eyes closed. And you're just like, please, God, just let me hit the ball. If I can find it, I'll be able to hit it again. And finally, you get to a point where it's close enough. It's like, oh, I can knock that in the hole. It's just he's got more reps than you, so it doesn't take as many times.
It's true.
I mean, did you have a bad time last week?
I had a great time.
Good strategy. Good strategy. So I went with Denny McCarthy again. I mean, it's following suit in my lineup here, man.
There you go. Hey, you know what? Stuart Sink is at 7,600.
I'm definitely going to play Stuart Sink. I think that's. I mean, him coming out of Napa and that win is the kid on the bag still. You think?
He is for sure.
He is for sure.
I've seen that. Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with him. I mean, his numbers are definitely better. I mean, overall, his numbers are definitely better than Denny McCarthy's. Like, I mean, if you look at it, there's nothing red. You know, I mean, it didn't have enough reps to show up.
He's got really good numbers. Really good numbers.
I know.
Yeah, and the recent history is pretty good too. Yeah, I mean,
you know who else I
placement? Good.
Yeah, who else I like there? But you skipped him. I liked Hadley. And you know who else I liked is I had Sabatini in here, and I dumped Sabatini for McCarthy because I had a few $100 left, and I'm like, well, you know, I act like my granddad. I'm like, oh well, I can't walk out of here with a couple $100 left over. I got to spend it. You know, why wait? If I don't save it, I can't take it with me. Exactly. So yeah, but I like those guys. Schwartzel, I don't know, it's kind of a wash for me. And he'll probably play well. I haven't really seen anything much out of Schwartzel.
Nothing lately. Nothing. No. But I mean, at that price range, he's a good pick. So
23 miscut, 58 third. That's probably not a bad pick.
No, there's a lot of value here for sure, like you said. You know,
so it is it's a ton of friggin' value. So again, I like Sabatini, I like Sink, I like Bayo here, man. I mean, I'm like, how is Stuart Sink priced higher than Rafa?
He just won, I guess. You know.
I mean, okay, I shouldn't say higher. They're priced the same. Rory Sabatini, Stuart Sink, and Rafa are the same price, and Rafa's numbers blows them out of the water from a strokes gain standpoint. So I don't know. I think Rafa's a good play here as well.
I do too. Yeah, those are good numbers.
Shit. I don't know what time it is, but like we could go down a laundry list here, man. I mean, you could literally. I think you could pick people in the $7,000 range. Only people in 7,000, and I think you could have
a good lineup. Yeah.
Multiple lineups of individuals that make the cut.
You like the Gooch? Yep.
Yes, for sure.
Hudson just won last week.
Poston, I like him. Russell Knox, I like him. I like Stewart. Tringali, I really like him. Swafford, so this is going to sound weird. So, as we start to get to the bottom of this thing, I'm shying away from Swafford. I think he played good, but I don't think that was like the aha moment. I think that was just he had a good weekend. Wawrinski, same way. I think that his victory this year, that was like a good weekend. I don't think that's an aha moment. You know who I do like those? I like Chris Kirk here. I think, and he had a W this year, did he?
No, he was close. I think it was close at one of those big events he had in the comeback. Yeah, I think it was like the Rocket or something like that.
Yeah, but then he kind of tailed off. Yeah, it was, but he wound up being 21st. So he had the lead going into the weekend or something like that. So we don't need to get in the details.
He played good. He's been playing good.
He did play good.
Yeah.
Percy, Snedeker, I don't know how Snedeker's 7,100. So who knows what we're going to see out of him. I still got to keep going to get to any. Have you got anybody? Are you done?
I know. I've got a couple more.
Okay.
I got Adam Schenk at the $6,700. Yep.
Well, don't jump me. Don't jump me. I've got one left.
All right. Who you got?
I'm playing with 7 this week.
All right. Exactly.
I got our boy, man. I got our boy.
Hoagie.
I got the hub.
Oh, the hub. All right. Okay.
I got the hub. Well, hold on here. Don't be gassing like that so soon, bud. 15th strokes gain total. 24th tee to green. 26th in ball striking. 59th short game, doesn't matter. Off the tee, 63rd, doesn't matter. Approach, 18th. 15th strokes gain total. 18th in approach. That's all I'm saying. Hold on. I may say something else.
He's been getting it done.
He miscut the U.S. Open, miscut the Safeway. 51st BMW, 29th Northern Trust, 15th at the Wyndham. Hey, I'm hanging my hat on it, dog.
I know. I just didn't like the recent form. Like those 2 miscuts. I didn't like that.
I mean, but those golf courses were hard as hell.
Safeway?
Okay. Well, maybe that's Safeway. That's true. Stuart Sink did win it.
Yeah.
I see where you went there. So now you're just trying to dog out Stu. I don't know why you're doing that.
I think I'm dogging out Hubs.
No, we'll see. Yeah. So again, I think we got something here. I think he's going to come in with it could be a stronger field, and I think he's coming in to your point with Pat Perez. I think Hubbard's coming in the same way, man. I think he's coming in to play for points. All I need to do is make the weekend. This is another weekend hunter right here. All I need to do is make the weekend.
I agree. My next is at Adam Schenk at $6,700, 56th last week, 61st at Safeway, 39th at Northern Trust. Last 24 rounds, 41st shots gained total, 18th off the tee. I think he's coming to play. He makes a ton of cuts. He's going to play through the weekend. I like this guy.
Yeah, I think it's a good call. Hey, for those of you watching, you haven't seen her lately, but man, she has grown.
Oh my gosh. Look at Dixie.
I know if Dixie was a barker, I'd tell her to bark, but Dixie doesn't bark. So, but she loves that microphone. She was just dropping by to see what we were doing.
The last cut that Shank missed was Travelers.
Ooh, well, I'm with you.
Sorry, Adam. Sorry. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know why you brought that up. That's a sore spot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. let's see here. So that's your 6, right?
No, I got one more. I got
Oh.
Tigala at 6,600. Tell you, man, you got to play this guy. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
So Tigala, $6,600. He was 14th at Safeway, 41st at Barracuda. This guy's a rookie. He's 11th off the tee this season, which means nothing. But he won the Haskins Award, Ben Hogan, and the Jack Nicklaus Award, becoming the 5th player to ever win all 3 awards in the same year. This guy's going to be a stud, and he's getting his legs out there, and I'm going to play him.
So it's an aggressive move. I know where you had to go there. You had to pick somebody.
What are you talking about? I just told you.
You didn't pick Norlander?
I didn't pick. No. He was 14th at the Safeway.
No,
that's not bad. I mean,
I'm not.
Kid can play.
I'm with you. All right. I didn't go there. I didn't look that far down the leaderboard. I didn't have, or down the roster sheet. I didn't have to. So there's some people I like down. I like Stallings down there. I like Piercy down there. I like Mitchell down there.
Mm-hmm.
What about Nick Watney? What's he been up to lately? I haven't heard him jawing off. I like Wyndham Clark. He's at 6,900, but I really like Wyndham here.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's playing. I looked at him. I'll probably play him in a couple. We've got no, scratch that. Never mind. Nope. False statement. There must be another Clark on here that I was looking at.
What's next?
Call it.
One and done.
Oh, I know. I always get nervous at this point in time. Okay, the board has voted, and you get to go first.
Okay. Well, I will take Will Zalatoris. Yep. He's 4th most pricey player this week on DraftKings, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play him while he's hot. So there you go. He finished like 10th the last 2 or 3 rounds he's played, or not rounds, but tournaments he's played. So yeah, I like him. There you go.
Well, the good guys are going to take the Swede. We should have been drinking vodka.
You're taking
I'm taking Henrik.
Gosh.
Taking Henrik. Listen, number 1 strokes gained total, number 1 tee to green, number 1 ball striking, number 1 approach, 75th in putting. It's fine. Well, here's the thing. So this is one and done, right? If he's going to win a turn, this may be the lightest field that he plays this year.
It's true.
This season, excuse me.
It's true.
So I'm taking a different approach than you're taking.
It's okay.
I'm surprised you didn't pick Redman. You already picked him?
I'm saving him.
You can only pick him one. Oh, you're saving him for greens, bro.
Probably for Rocket. He's a big Rocket guy.
Yeah. So I'm taking the Swede, man. I think. I mean, why can't he do it?
No, he can definitely do it. I mean, if anybody is
so,
in this field that can do it, I mean, you know what? If it wasn't for Louis O not playing,
Louis would have started my lineup. I would have picked a $10,000 guy, and Louis would have been it. He would have started it, and
just all day long, man. All day long.
I mean, that guy's been. I wonder why he did pull out. I hope we get something on that. Maybe we'll ask. Maybe we'll ask Kessler on Wednesday. Obviously, if we ask people that we're talking with on the show questions they don't want to answer, they can just say, "I don't, fuck off. I'm not answering." So it's not like it's a have to. But like when people withdraw, and I guess it could be, many reasons. But I wonder if it's just like, probably won't be able to answer some of those things. But anyway,
maybe,
yeah. Well, I feel good about my lineup. I don't know about yours. I don't know. Hey, wait and see, man. Wait and see. I mean, you've got people that they need the reps. They don't need to, like, we're going to see the epitome of moving day come Saturday, because you're going to have some veterans out there that, hey, let me make it through. Let me play good Thursday. Let me hold my point on Friday and then move on Saturday. I mean, you've got guys that are gearing up. One of which that I've got on in my roster that's making it that he has a green jacket, Dan. I gotta get my green jacket out for one of these shows.
So Hendrick is 50-1 on the odds sheet. You taking that?
Maybe. I mean, why not?
If I were you, I would take that.
Yeah, I mean, why? That's pretty damn good.
Yeah. I mean, he is 50-1. Let's see who else we got here. It's fun. Who else did you like? You like Ches.
I like Ches. I like
Ches is 40-1. That's pretty good.
Let's see. What's I mean, no, I mean, I shouldn't say there's no chance, but
Sergio is 66-1.
What about Sam Burns?
I think he's a little higher up the list here. Sam Burns is not great. 28-1. Yeah, still right.
What about
Doc's 28-1?
Yeah. So what about P squared?
P squared. What are you talking about?
Pat Perez.
Oh, all right. No, I don't think he's. I don't think he's great.
Just thinking about
66-1. He's 66.
Oh shit, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
You ought to get down. You ought to get on that money.
You think he'll win?
I mean, I think this is his kind of place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he really can't get into that much trouble anywhere. The greens are going to be fine. I mean,
hey, Stuart Sink, 100-1. Can he go back to back?
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, I'm not saying it. God bless the man. I hope he does. But yeah.
Here's one for you: Keegan Bradley, 100-1.
Hey, where's Nate Lashley at?
150-1. There you go.
150-1.
Yeah.
I mean, Nate played actually really. Hold on. Let me. He played.
There's a bomb for you right there.
So, number 4 last week.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Four spot. I had him in my lineup, man. I mean, that guy, like he delivered. However, Safeway miscut, Northern Trust miscut, Wyndham 77th. So, I'm not saying. I mean, I was just asking in general. PGA 37th. Wow. So, I mean, but again, you go from PGA to the Wyndham and then to the Northern Trust and Safeway and you miss the cut. It's kind of like, oh, shit, what happened there? Workday missed the cut. Rocket Mortgage missed the cut. RBC missed. I'll stop. I don't. He's probably listening, but I mean, he had like 7 missed cuts in a row. So, I don't know. So I don't know who else. Well, what about Munoz? So the former the title holder there.
Hold on. Well, look at you making it hard on me.
So bad they didn't even list him, hey?
No. He's up on the top, 28-1.
Okay, yeah. Well, back to back. I mean, but again, I don't really. I mean, how many times do you see like repeat winners year to year? It doesn't really, not that often. It's a big deal. All right, man. So, I'll say that's a wrap. If you're good,
that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Hopefully, I hope these old fuckers don't let me down. I mean, Jesus, boys. Hey, show up like you got a pair, man. I mean, come on.
There you go.
It's like, give me something. Hey, we've got some great stuff coming up over the next few weeks, man. We've got bucket list golf courses. We've got major winner caddies. We've got some of the best damn liquor you haven't tasted. I know a lot of people hadn't tried ASW.
That's some good stuff.
It is very good. Yeah, that Fiddler Georgia Heartwood is fantastic. If you haven't tried it yet, please do. If you haven't listened to the podcast, please do. Hey, whatever we've said, it never goes away. So, I hope I'm glad I can't remember what I said. And if you remind me of it, I won't be able to remember it then either. So it's no skin off my back.
It's really good stuff, man. Insane stuff.
Oh, the ASW. It's fantastic. Yeah. I mean, that was, I was a little embarrassed to say surprised, but their facility down there, Dan and I were talking, we were playing last week. But yeah, if you haven't been, if you're in the Atlanta area, you go by and check those guys out. Check their hours. I know with the whole pandemic thing, it's a little bit challenged, I guess, in what they're doing. But they are open. You can go in. You can have a drink. You can sit outside. It's fall in Georgia right now, and it's absolutely wonderful. Let's see. I wanted to make another plug, man. So I don't know where the listeners buy their booze at. Wine, beer, spirits, great vermouth selection. And great whiskey selection, great bourbon selection. So you want Irish, you want Scotch, all kinds of wine. Stop by and see our friends, Cam and Hunter, at My Friend's Bottle Shop. They're in the Grant Park area-ish. They're at the corner of Hill Street and Memorial Drive. Pull around back. You can park in. You can give them a call. They'll bring it out to you. You can go inside. They're socially distanced. They're very friendly to the environment that we're in today. Wear your mask. They've got hand sanitizer when you walk in the door. If they don't have something and you're looking for it, ask them if they can get it. They've always been very nice to us. And if they can get it, they bring it in. They're not afraid to try different things. They've got store picks out the ass. I mean, it's so some good stuff that you might not be able to get at another bottle shop. But yeah, stop by My Friend's Bottle Shop. It is a great experience.
There you go. All right.
That's our plug for the day. Like us or hate us, we'll like you back. Dan?
Yo, cheers.